А я и не знал, что любовь может быть жестокой, а сердце таким одиноким, и я не знал. Это интро у меня всегда такое. Hello and welcome to Amazon Realtalk episode number 9. Today I want to share with you our experience about sourcing from China and its alternatives, and how do we approach this in the context of a proxy war between USA and China, or possible war, and how to handle this if you're an Amazon seller and source from China and you're involved in the global supply chain. So in our setup, we source right now from 4 different countries. It's China, Indonesia, Germany and USA, and actually 5 in Italy, right? And in the previous times we also sourced from Ukraine and from Pakistan and India. So basically we have experience sourcing from 8 different countries, and right now we work with 28 suppliers, 28 different factories. So we have a rich experience in sourcing, and we have right now a global strategy how to become less dependent from China, because I see that the conflict between US and China is not going to stop anywhere near in the future. It will rise and rise and rise and escalate even more. I don't know if the war will come or not. Anyway, this will not be a favorable development for our businesses. So high duties might come, or limitation on some product groups, or even export stops, or limitation in the harbors, whatever, we don't know. So better we be prepared for any future development. So what alternatives do we have? So the best thing you can do right now, even with the disruptions in global supply chain, is to source locally. We do it right now with one of our suppliers from USA. So we source and manufacture in USA and sell in USA, and this is even not much more expensive than sourcing from China. So our price difference is about 20%, so it's just 20% more expensive, but more predictability and even maybe better quality, I don't know. And we can use made in USA sign label, which is also very important for buyers from US. They love everything that is from US. Yeah, the same applies for Germany as well, and for Japan. Like made in Germany, made in Japan, they love their local products. If this is an option for you, you should go this way. If you do your business in Europe, where can you find your suppliers? So it's usually not Alibaba or 1688.com. It's maybe Europages or LinkedIn or Xing or wlw.de. It's a German site for searching suppliers and products. It's Wer liefert was. We will put all the links of these platforms down below this video, so that you can find the platforms where you can find your suppliers. Also, quick life hack for you how to find a supplier from Europe, for example from Poland or Czech Republic, Romania, or whatever. You just type in, for example, manufacturing of your product, whatever it is, manufacturing of yoga mat, manufacturer of yoga mat, and type it in the language of the country where you want to find a supplier, for example in Polish or Czech language, and directly on the first page I'm sure you'll find at least 2 or 3 suppliers or manufacturers that you can approach, send them an email, call them. Also, you need to be aware that in Europe people and sales managers are more lazy, so they tend to not to answer your calls, or not to answer your email within like 1 day, or it might take a week for them to answer. So be more consistent and persistent and pushy. This is how it works, and just don't stop. If you don't get any feedback, call them and get what you want, or ask them to direct you to the department which is responsible for selling bulk or private label. Also, if you can't source it locally, for example, or local prices are too high for you in USA or in Europe, then you might be still interested to source from Asia. What alternatives do we have in Asia? It's China, Pakistan and Vietnam, clearly. And each of those countries has its special moments, yes, that you need to be aware of, yes, and they can do only a limited number of products in good quality, and they can't replace China 100%. So it depends on your product if it's a good fit or not. For us right now, we try to source from India, and we are evaluating all this path. And what my experience is that the quality is okay, the price is better than in China, but the communication is super difficult. It's very hard to understand them, they don't understand us, and for them it's for example normal if you order 1000 pieces that they deliver like 850 or 900, or sometimes we produce 5000 pieces and we order 5000 pieces and they produce more 5300. I don't know why, because they are not very precise. They lack this German precision, and maybe I have too much of this, yes, because of my life in Germany. But this is where the conflict happens, and you need to be prepared for this and check everything 2 or 3 times. Yes, it's like taking care of children, yes, so that you need to be aware that everything is okay, and watch them every day. But if you manage this, or one of your employees, then you can get a good quality for a reasonable price, or even better price than in China, and it's a good alternative for the future. Also, they are not very spoiled like in China, so they don't have so many clients as the Chinese factories, and they will tend to be more flexible to your demands and deliver whatever you ask, actually, yes, and even buy new machines or try new product that they never did before, just to keep you as client. And in the long term also, they don't have the strategy that the Chinese use, so that Chinese, for example, they give you the best price at the beginning, and then in the long term they try to cut corners or increase the price for some fictional reasons, like material increase, labor increase, whatever it might be, or pandemic increase, petrol increase. So this will become very tough with them to negotiate with every order. You can only solve the situation if you're a very big customer for a Chinese factory and you take 50% of their manufactured goods. If you're a smaller one, then it will be tough. With Indians, it's another case. They care about every customer. So if you're small, if you're just starting out your business, this might be the good way for you to start. If you don't do anything about electrics or batteries, technological, no electrical goods, then India might be a good choice for you. I can't tell you much more about Pakistan or Vietnam, so I don't have my own experience there. I will get some information from my colleagues who source there, and then I can share it with you later. Also, one more thing is, right now we are in October 2022. Right now we have war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, and a lot of Ukrainian businesses lose their business. Actually, they can't sell their goods because previously they sold it to Ukraine or to Russia, and both markets are declining now. So they need to find new export markets, new customers, and they are also very open to new businesses. They have an open border without customs between Europe and Ukraine. So if you want to sell your goods in Europe, this might be a very good choice for you to find some supplier in Ukraine. You can get good prices there, also good quality. The issue with Ukrainian business is that they are not as customer oriented as Chinese factories. So usually you need to have like one factory for the product, one for the packaging, one for the assembly line, and then get them all together to have your final product. Or you find one sourcing agent who can arrange this for you. We have also contacts for such sourcing agents, and they will help you to find your supplier or your product from Ukraine as stressless as possible. So keep it in mind. Maybe this is the insight that you've been looking for. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.